Trusted Visions podcast. Last week, Stacey, as you've seen, I got grilled by John, but he did make us both look bad with the background. But I got the stocking behind me now, so he better give us credit. So, as John discussed last week, this month we're really focusing on making it a little fun and getting personal with Trusted Visions. And I know you spent 20 years in corporate America, pretty much with the same firm, and decided to go out on your own this year, which kudos to you. Hopefully you're happy with that move. But we're going to reverse roles here. And instead of getting personal with me, we're going to get personal with you. So just so that our audience can really get to know the Trusted Visions team and what we do and what differentiates us. So let's start with, similar to last week, Stacey, tell us a little bit about your background and where you came from.
Sure. Thanks, Jeremy. And I enjoyed our talk, well, your talk with John last week too. It's always fun to hear where people start in the business and, how they found their way into the financial services side. So I was a graduate of the University of Iowa in their finance program and happened to get married about that time. And my husband and his family is all from Southeast Iowa. And in Iowa, little town called Fairfield. There happened to be a nice broker dealer that was just perfect for this finance major to start working at. Now, I recall my first week there, not knowing a single thing. And my joke, you have to know what an IAR of an RAA is. And then you might have an IRA. I mean, just all these acronyms in our business. And it was just, I recall so clearly how overwhelming it was. But as you dug into it, it got to be fun. Every day was different. I started a few different areas at Cambridge, which is out of Southeast Iowa, and found my way over in the recruiting or business development area and had a fantastic mentor at Cambridge, Lynn Bronis. We worked together for many years and learned a lot from him. Got a lot of quotes from him through the years too. So good times. But yeah, I was there for about 20 years before I decided to make a change. And it was just time for something a little different. But I had a fantastic firm to start off with in the industry. I will say though, Jeremy, like you, when it came to, hey, do you want to be a recruiter or not? I recall saying, never. I wouldn't want to do that. Have to make cold calls and reach out to people and have to answer all those questions. Oh, I would never want to do that. But so glad I had good people in my career at Cambridge that prompted me forward on that because it's one of the most rewarding jobs I think out there as far as the relationships that you build, and every day is a new challenge.
That it is. Agreed. So I'm glad we both kind of came from that background of there's no way in heck I'm ever going to be a recruiter. So good information, Stacey. Now, obviously you made a move this year, and given the success you had with Cambridge over the 20 years that you were there, I mean, the options were plentiful for you of joining another firm, another broker dealer, joining firms like ours. I mean, you had a wide array of options there. So I guess for our audience sake, why did you choose Trusted Visions?
Yeah, I had the opportunity, like you did, Jeremy, on the corporate side of working with quite a few different firms out there. And you get a feel for, who's just dropping names, and who's fully servicing the advisors that they're representing through this process. And there's a few firms out there, and I would say even individuals within those firms that really stand out. And got to interview, a couple different firms as far as what I wanted to do. And I do like working with someone. I like collaborating different ideas and, of course, learning from others on the team. And Jeremy, you were fabulous to work with on the Cambridge side as you went above and beyond helping advisors. And that's what I seek to do, right? In that top tier quality recruiting role that we do in our consulting gig. I mean, you can refer to us in a lot of different ways, but really we need to be there for that advisor. And in the small things, the big things, it's not just making introductions. It is really looking out for areas that they may not know, to ask the question or that a fee might exist. And we get to be really on their side from that negotiation and the details.
Great. So last question for you, Stacey. I mean, you've been with Trusted Visions for 7 months now. I can't believe it's already been 7 months. But it's been fun. So I guess you, as you said, you've worked with a lot of third party recruiting firms out there, and obviously we worked with you when you were with Cambridge. But what for our audience would you say is some of the differentiators with Trusted Visions? And this isn't bad mouthing other firms, but what are some of the differentiators that you've seen as part of Trusted Visions that our clients and our audience can expect that they may not get elsewhere?
Yeah, I think it starts with experience. Jeremy, you've got over 20 years of experience. I've got about 20 years of experience on the corporate recruiting side, and then now on the independent recruiting side, and that matters. When someone is trusting you with their time to help navigate through the different independent broker-dealer and REA options out there, they want to know that you know what you're talking about, right?
Just
Because
a little.
it's this whole process of I don't know what I don't know. And that's constantly, it's through my career has been on my mind. Okay, what do I not know? And so we help through that process by asking the right questions, getting detailed, really understanding our advisors, and well, as you say often, trying to join every single call we can, right? If as long as that advisor is okay with us on a call, we want to join. We want to be that second set of ears and helping them navigate through that process. And when I compare other firms like ours out there, not everyone takes it to that level. And not everyone has the experience from the recruiting on the corporate side or just in the industry that you and I bring to the table as we work with our candidates, and um, I think that translates to a lot of great detail, a lot of good decision making, and advisors feeling confident in the decision when they do make it of making a change because, well, Jeremy, you and I, we get to be pretty thorough in that review with them.
Hey, I appreciate that, Stacey. So, audience, I hope you enjoyed getting personal with Stacey. I will. I'm not going to spoil alert. I'm not going to tell the secret, but audience, you will definitely want to watch next week's. Not telling you why, but you're definitely going to want to watch it. But Stacey, your contact information.
Yeah, I'd love to chat with you. My number is 641-919-6722, and my email is stacy.martin@trustedvisions.com.
And for me, info@trustedvisions.com, or you can call or text 480-430-5012. Hope everybody is preparing for the holiday season. I don't know where 2023 went, but it's almost gone. So, Stacey, thank you so much. And we will talk to our audience next week.